I wanted to transition this too, like, and I feel like it was good into the future, the Drake. You know what I mean? Because we was talking about the colleges, um, and fucking
I mean, in the way, the theme tonight is just like how shit changes over time.
how shit changes over time. That's a fact. And
You know what I'm saying?
just like their relationship, fucking
Just like their relationship.
yo, I
And
mean,
I think that depending on someone's personality, their upbringing, and all those things come into play. And I think some people are just like I was telling you kind of the other day. You can't even say certain things to certain people. If they come from the street, you could say, "Yo, I'm gonna call you back." If you don't call them back, you're a liar. You gave me your word that you was gonna call me back on some automatically on some street shit. So you saying or doing these things, niggas, other people would say people are being too emotional, but these things happen like over time, especially.
I mean, that's a fact. I just what you think about this Future and Drake joint?
I
This
think it's just the history of hip hop. That's what I'm saying. The elements we've seen it before, like the nature of the problem, like Pac and Big, Jay and Nas, it's the same problem.
over women.
No, no, no. I was here first. And then the other guys like,
But
yeah, but I'm
this
not your son though. Huh?
feel you. This one is over women though.
No, it's not, man.
It's not.
No.
It's not over pillow. This is what I've heard. I've heard it's over pillow talking.
It's almost atrocious to say that when we're talking about Future. Future don't fight over women, man. The other guy does.
So you're saying, I mean, it does seem like that's something Drake where he would take personal, but it's like he got mad women too. But yeah, then he did come at
But
Ace.
this is why I would say it's atrocious from him. It's not like you don't have other chicks. It's like we said earlier, like you want every bitch, bro.
But did and on more M's, Drake said that Future was the one pillow talking. Am I
Nah.
or like hey, did I have it right? What's the lyrics? Because
No,
he
no. Drake is
did I send
it's just like, man, you don't do that, period, in my opinion. You definitely don't do that to your homie. Because this how you preface the shit with me, like, Ray, I don't even know what you got going on right now. So then imagine you put out a song, what would Dollar do? And you talking about however you're behaving with women. You don't know if I'm about to propose or something. I mean, you like, yeah, what would Dollar do? Fuck the bitch. He would
Oh,
fuck the bitch. All right, I'm gonna fuck this bitch. Like, come on, my nigga. And then you know that they talking about a ting, like something quality. Tim's, Megan, SZA, one of them. But it wasn't Future talking that way. It was Drizzy.
so you're saying, but what would Pluto do? And more M's is on the same album.
No,
No, what's more M's on? Let me look up this shit.
more M's is on Her Loss. What would Pluto do is
Oh,
on
so they
whatever the last shit was.
so so you're thinking that they already but then that wouldn't make no sense. They would already had the beef when he did the thing with 21 Savage, or they were already kind of separated ways. But then no, they
Marco,
featured on on
Marco,
this
listen, bro.
album. Am I bugging?
If you go back and listen to over 75% of the songs they did together, it was Future's song. All Drake did was rap on it. From the very first song, from Tony Montana to Wait for You.
Yeah, so
So
wait.
this is what I'm saying. The way Future looks at it is, I never needed you. This is why he named the album before this one, I Never Liked You. Then this one is called I Don't Trust You. And what I'm trying to explain is this started 4 years ago. This is about when niggas want to take the leadership, when niggas want to be the best, right? So Future and Drake had did the What a Time to Be Alive. It was equal, whatever.
That was 2015.
Niggas kept making they little fucking moves. Future is the leader. Future because of Atlanta. Next thing you know, Future and Thug do an album. So now Thug is on the level with them. Now Drake is doing songs with Thug. Now Cole takes Thug on tour. Next thing you know, Migos, same shit. Next thing you know, 21. It starts with Future. Then do you want to do the J. Cole in 21? Then you want to do the Drake in 21 album. Okay. That nigga Future never said anything. What happened is he went left, did an album with Lil Uzi.
That's
Okay.
yeah, I don't remember.
After that, Kendrick did his album with Kodak. After that is when Drake did the album with 21.
So you're
So
saying
now
Drake is is
it's
is taking a style as well?
it's the fact that he's dick riding while disrespecting Metro, like doing shit behind the scenes with bitches or whatever. The same shit he's basically been doing to ASAP Rocky over Rihanna.
What's the thing with him and Metro? I didn't even know what happened with him and Metro. I know he just been kind of like taking subliminal shots, like covering over his name when he posts a picture of them. But is that over a joint as well?
No, that's over the music.
Right? Yeah.
It's over 21. 21 and Metro is a duo in a way.
Yeah.
Drake did the album with 21. I don't think whatever happened, Metro took off Drake's vocals on his album. They had a song, you know. Metro's moms died, and other niggas just locked in with him more than Drake. I don't blame Drake for that. Drake has his own producer, but I'm just saying, if you look at it from their perspective, it's just like, we never needed you. Future never did music with 40. So I'm saying it's not fair. I can't come to Toronto. You done came to Atlanta, did music with Two Chains, did music with Trouble. Basically, my competition. I still outlasted them niggas. Now you go in the dirt. You go in the 21. My young boys. I still didn't say nothing. I didn't go do shit with Uzi. Now you want to compete with me. So then let's compete. That's all. Same shit with K Dot and J. Cole.
I mean,
I fuck with Drake and J. Cole, but they've played themselves into this situation.
I feel like, well, how did J. Cole? J. Cole hasn't played himself. I think J. Cole is in pole position to win this
I'm
whole.
not saying that. I'm saying for it to even get to this point. He, in my opinion, he shouldn't even let it get to this point. Kendrick did this shit 10 years ago.
Well, wait, because what on Control?
Yes.
Did so yeah, but J. Cole, yeah, he didn't respond at that point, did he?
Man, Kendrick on the Future verse said it's time for him to prove that he's a problem. It's time. I want to, and he so like now it's that's what I'm saying. It's like Cole has to respond. And the pressure is on. I'm not saying he won't stand up to it, none of that. I'm just saying he didn't have to have none of this. He could have bombed first. Like, Pac. Like, that's what I'm saying. We got history to this shit. Like,
I,
someone is gonna go on the offensive. Like,
it's crazy because it's like Cole. I think Cole. never took it personal. And I feel like Cole probably always thought that they were in a good space, like you know what I mean, because they did music together. They were supposed to come out with an album together. Um, and then
That's what I'm saying. He's not
he
a
even
street
shouted
nigga.
him out. Like that's what I'm saying. He shot like yo, honestly, that big three line was fire. And
He's
here,
not a he's him and Drake are not street niggas. It was easy for them to succeed in terms of like being able to network. I'm not critiquing them from this. I'm just saying this is like the differences of black men. Kendrick and Future are from the streets. They don't trust niggas. You can't just say something and then not do it. They're gonna take it in a street way or a more personal way. Like you lied to me or you're being the industry nigga.
how did but J. Cole grew up in North Carolina. That's not that's what is that. I mean, it ain't
That's not
Compton.
Compton, my nigga. That's not Atlanta.
It's not Atlanta.
That's
I
not the
feel
same streets. I'm not trying to shit on Fayetteville either. It's just not. It's a Navy town, Army town. Niggas definitely got guns and shit, but
yeah. But so I mean, I feel like why J. Cole could win though is because he didn't do anything to deserve this, and he's always been considered the third guy. So now
Marco, I'm
he has
not
everything to gain and kind of
I'm
almost
not shitting on J. Cole at all. Like he definitely like
because in my opinion,
my thing is bringing up the aspect of the pressure because niggas felt this way about Meek. Like niggas was waiting, like, all right, Drake said it, Meek, come on. And we didn't niggas wasn't satisfied. Like,
nah, he got bodied by the WWE. They took down his
so
super.
that's what I'm saying. Just that's what the like, all right, we knew Drake could rap, but we didn't expect that part. Just like in the Drake and Pusha shit, we didn't expect the kid part. Like, oh, like damn.
Yeah, push
Like
it.
niggas
Got him. Yeah.
Pusha got him. So that's what I mean. Like, I ain't trying to shit on J. Cole at all. I'm going to what they gonna say to each other. Like,
That's true. I'm just saying, like, I mean, right now, J. Cole, in my opinion, has been the better rapper over the last, let's say, 2 to 3 years. Because Kendrick dropped the album, and I'm not gonna say Kendrick's album, and I think what was his last album, KOD.
it's dangerous, Marco, because Kendrick wants to battle them. And what I mean is he's not in album mode.
Kendrick is not in Kendrick.
So
He might be though.
not like J. Cole.
Yeah, J. Cole has been promoting it. That's a fact. I mean, but that's another thing. Like to me, J. Cole had since he's been the better rapper in the last 2 to 3 years, even though yeah, Kendrick might want to battle him, I think J. Cole might have pulled the Mayweather and waited to, dude got a little older and a little more. You know what I mean? Like his last album wasn't hitting like damn. And like, you
Mhm.
know what I mean? Or to Bimbo, like those first three was classics. And then Mr. Morale that took 4 or 5 years didn't even come close to really those three albums. So it's like, all right, he might have lost a step. You know what I mean? While J. Cole,
The problem with all three of them, this is why they have to do it because none of them are being who they truly are, which is why all of their music has become mediocre. They have to get this out of the way so they can be who they truly are. We have the privilege. We seen Jay and Nas have it out. We didn't see them niggas subliminal for 10 years. No, we seen Jay-Z change his life. After this, we seen Nas become a boss. After that, them niggas said what they felt. Niggas had, niggas had it out. It had to get finished. And that shit was subliminal for 4 years
I,
before
I
Jay
was
set
I was
it
about to
off. Like,
say Jay and Nas was subliminal for a minute. Since Big died, it was kind of subliminal.
you know, and Pac, again, he was more of a military. He's more like Kendrick. Like, I can't. Well, Pac and 50 was different because niggas actually did violence to them. That's why I never even cared about their behavior. Like, how can I say what this nigga can and cannot say when niggas literally tried to kill this nigga? Like,
So should Drake drop a? You think Drake? So who? What do you think should happen? Drake drops a separate diss track, then J Cole and they both go at each other, or like what do you think should be the angle that everyone takes in order to end this big three thing and see who's actually the
I
best
I
of the big
have no
three?
idea. This is how Kendrick fucked them up. They're on tour together. They can't go at each other now.
I mean, to me,
Or basically, we know it's fake in the first place. That's his whole point. If we the big three, then like that's what his whole point is like. And he been said it on Control 10 years ago. That's why J. Cole looks foolish. It's sad. I'm not saying he can't win, but
why does he look foolish though? Why? Because he continued to try to be a friend with someone that didn't want
bro,
to be his friend.
imagine when Hove did Takeover. Ask Nas, he don't want it with Hove. And then he says, me, Hove, and Big are the big three. And just and keeps it cordial for 10 more years till Hove says something else.
Damn.
And Hove was violating. Is that your bitch? Hey Poppy. All
Right.
that shit without saying his name.
Facts. Facts. Mad shit. Word.
So Nas started Undying Love. You Wanna Be Me.
Word.
These songs where he start shooting at Jay.
He actually
But
spit
in
game
that situation,
out too. Is he H to the Izzo, M to the Izzo,
yeah.
rapper version of Cisco?
But in that situation, Jay it was just on his Brooklyn shit, but Nas' baby mom told him, luckily. So it wasn't like he was super caught off guard. Like Drake got caught off guard with Pusha, or
Yo, Drake got
Big got caught off guard with Faith and Pac and all that shit.
man,
Like
like Drake to me. I mean, J. Cole could really just come out and be like, fuck it, and like really write some real shit that maybe everyone will understand because he's that clear and concise when he puts together his bars. Um,
it gotta be like a verse on Benny's song, and he has to be directly talking to Kendrick. Like no fucking even too much punchlines.
I mean, he gotta come with something.
Cause the thing is, Drake already did. People see that's where people I don't like all the time when people critique Drake, because Drake is a master battle rapper. Like it's just they don't, like we said, they don't know he diss niggas or whatever. But he got his shit off, in my opinion.
Nah, that's a fact. He
But now he might have some shit to Future. I don't know. We'll see. But
I mean, he definitely like first off, Future can't fuck with him lyrically because honestly, more M's. Even though I do like the was it like that right with Kendrick and Future, like Future killed that shit. Like, but it's just he's just not lyrical. He's just talking. You feel me? He's just talking in an ill way, riding the beat. But it's just like that. That's what he does. But he got nothing for more. Like when you hear more M's and the way like Drake kind of just breaks down the concepts in ill ways with punchlines. It's like it's not even fair, bro. It's like not even fair to put him in a battle. But
Yo, give me like 5 more minutes.
I
My fault.
I don't know. I don't know, Marco.
you think, nah, yo, I feel you, like, cause Future could make motherfucker this Drake catchy in a way, right? Like, oh, like everybody rocking to the Drake this, right? Like everybody bumping to the
To
Drake.
me, it would be on some Jeezy versus Gucci shit, music wise.
Hell no, like, cause neither of those two is as lyrical as Drake.
Gucci Man is lyrical. This is what I'm saying. At that time, people said it was mumbling. You go back and listen now, he was spitting that shit.
He was
Jeezy
spitting,
was more of the
but
anthem one.
I feel like Jeezy. All right, lyrical Jeezy not. I mean not Jeezy. Gucci's not lyrical. You get what I'm saying? Gucci
Gucci
got
is
put now.
lyrical.
Now listen,
He's
Gucci.
not as lyrical as T.I. or Luda, but he's lyrical.
Yo, Gucci is very simplified in his
No.
punchlines, bro. He don't be coming up with, come on, like the way, like I said, the structure of a.
Yes, he does, my brother. Yes, he does. Gucci Man and Young Dro, they have pins. It's not like T.I. or Luda. And again, I'm
Of
comparing it
Drake.
to
I'm talking
I'm
about Drake.
comparing it to Jeezy. I'm not comparing
I'm
it to
saying
Drake.
Drake.
I'm
I'm not.
saying it's similar, where Drake is the more lyrical and Future is just the more anthemy one. Compared to Gucci was more
Oh,
lyrical and
okay,
Jeezy is the more
I can see
anthemy one.
that. I can
That's
see.
what I'm saying.
I can see that. But I see. I feel like it's more polar. I feel like Gucci and Jeezy, even though Jeezy, yeah, was not. He was anthem, and he was definitely gonna have bars. And Gucci always came with wordplay and bars. Like I said,
Right,
to me,
that's what I'm
it
saying.
was very simplified. It wasn't the way Drake. It wasn't angles, schemes,
Okay,
multi-syllable.
for
Like,
sure, for
you get
sure.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It wasn't this Drake structure, the Jay-Z structure. It wasn't the Nas and the Eminem structure. You know, they have a structure or Kendrick or Cole, like where the E equals MC square bar. Like they don't have bars like that.
But Marco, okay, let's go
Gucci
back to
don't got
Drake.
bars like that. That's what I mean. Like
Okay,
Gucci does
okay.
not
Let's go
have
back.
anything.
Let's go back to Drake. Because again, to me, Drake is a master disser. He has two styles where he does the more M's and those schemes or whatever,
Yup.
but then he has the 4 p.m. to Calabasas, the
Tuscan.
back to back where he's more direct at you.
Yeah, yeah.
So the 6 p.m. in New York where he's more direct
But
at you.
he's still so lyric. He's still dropping clever bars, like witty, something like things that you like. Is you
But we
think
don't
about
want that from
like,
him.
ooh,
We want the direct Drake because we know Kendrick, you know,
yeah.
directly is we don't want the clever shit this with this. Like,
I mean, I could run down because I texted you. I could run down Drake's enemies right now, which is crazy. Because we got Kanye West. Well, we got Future now, right? We got Future and we got Metro and we got Kendrick. So we got Future, Kendrick, and Metro. Then we got Kanye. Who else? Kanye, who else? We got Meg the Stallion. She dropped bars on him. So should Drake just drop a takeover type of track
yo,
where he just comes at everybody?
the only
Or
one
hit
that
him up.
was the only one that was stopped was Kendrick.
The only one that was stopped? What do you mean?
Like, because again, we talking about 10 years. Before the big homies was in the way. This is what makes it so poignant now. Everyone's a boss now. Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole. Or basically what I'm saying is no big homies is getting in the way.
Oh, so you're saying Kendrick was stopped by the TDE because that would hurt the label in a way if he came at Drake? Which I don't know, because I don't see
It's
see Top
always
Dog being all right with it.
Marco, as we said, in some sort of way, it always comes back to ladies. And it always comes back to
Now with Kendrick, that's what I'm saying. I don't even understand why.
it does, Marco. It did. It did. It doesn't anymore.
Nah. This is my point. Hold on. I got you. You hold on to that. Because what has Drake done to Kendrick for Kendrick to keep dissing Drake?
He's this Kendrick.
First,
Yes.
you're saying Drake threw the first shot at Kendrick.
Oh no.
That's my point. I feel like
Well,
Kendrick
Marco,
is using
in their story, bro,
Kendrick is using
Kendrick
Drake.
Kendrick told Drake this on his own album.
That
Back
yeah,
on Take
he
Care.
was jealous of him. So this is what's the point? What do you
He
mean?
told him. No,
He
he didn't say he was jealous. He told him,
it
I
just made
can't
him.
be your son. I
I
can't be your son. You showing me the Mercedes Benz, Rihanna as your lady friend. Like you an alien. Like you think I don't want this for myself, my nigga? That's what he's saying.
It made me even more rude and impatient.
Right.
It's like I'm envious, not maybe not jealous, but
So
envious.
if I'm telling you this, if the weekend fell out with you over this, this is all the same shit. Some niggas don't want to be your son. And that's gonna always be the nature of the problem. Some niggas want to son niggas.
But did Drake that you think Drake wanted to son him?
Yes. Bro, on 4 p.m. to Calabasas, he said, back when I told him not an R&B nigga and to take Kendrick and Rocky, where he's dissing the weekend, but it's still a backhanded compliment to Kendrick and Rocky. We know you took them on tour, my nigga, but this years have passed. They're on their own tours now.
But I think he says that after
There was no reason for him to say it, bro. It's for him, his own. It's not something Kendrick or Rocky are gonna take like, yeah, he shouted me out.
I mean, so
If you notice, every issue Drake has, beside Pusha, is over fake what niggas consider a fake friendship.
I feel like he never did nothing to Kendrick. I think Kendrick is dissing him because Kendrick is more being the hater, in my opinion. Like Kendrick, like and just to take it in instance, like Kendrick is looking at it like, why is Drake this half Jewish, you know, get go
I don't
people
know.
ghost
I don't
right,
know about
people
that yet.
ghost right for him. How is he the
Yeah.
number one rapper
King
and not
Kunta,
me?
King Kunta,
Yeah, and not this black man from
a nigga
Compton.
ghost writing what the fuck happened.
Yeah, so it's like, is you think that's the case?
No, Marco. Remember, man, I'm giving Drake his props, man. Drake was the one that was going back at Kendrick.
That's a
And this is where Future comes into play. When Kendrick did the control shit,
no, but my point is, I think Kendrick is just hating for no reason, is my point. For for no reason, for the reason that he doesn't like, he's almost like defending hip hop for its essence and going at Drake. Am I wrong?
I don't think they hate each other, man. I think it's just some natural rap shit. It goes back to Rakim and Daddy Kane. It goes back to Jay-Z and Nas. It's always a yin and a yang. It's always the nigga that is deeper and they say he doesn't sell records, but he really does. Then there's always the pop
So you're
star
saying
nigga
Kendrick is
that
keeping the essence of hip hop alive by
no,
proving
I'm
he's the
saying
best of
this
an
is
era.
the essence of hip hop. This is the essence of black men. It's a nature. It's a difference between us. Some niggas believe you gotta work for the man and save money, and other niggas believe you gotta be an entrepreneur and fuck that and that. Niggas have different philosophies.
Yeah. So so I mean, so yes, I'm saying like he's keeping the essence of hip hop alive by saying he's the best of an era, and I'm gonna prove it once and for all.
Kendrick, that's why I was telling you, Kendrick came out last. Maybe if Kendrick came out first, he would have a different perspective. Because he came out last and was rude and impatient, is why he's more disrespectful to Drake and J. Cole. Even after the people said he was on their level. They still play games with him in his opinion, and he's being more aggressive with them. So they have to figure it out. Finally, it should have happened 10 years ago, in my opinion.
Well, I think again, in my
The-
opinion, it's perfect. It's a perfect moment for
We
J.
would have seen this before. It's just Pac and Big died. Cause like you said, Pac already had the shit ready for Nas.
Yes,
Big and Jay was already clicked up.
facts, facts. But that's
Pac
the
was
crazy.
already feeling ways
I
against
wouldn't.
Snoop Dogg.
I wouldn't have expected that was a rare hookup. I mean, I know they got together before in a song, but I didn't expect Kendrick and Future. You know, LA and Atlanta, that's not even a to me, I've never even seen that kind of mix before, you know? So for them to kind of click up
Because
against
it's
Drake, that's kind of crazy. And Metro,
it wasn't as famous as him and Drake. That's why. That's where he slimed Drake out. That's what I'm saying. Like Atlanta shit. He slimed that nigga.
Expect that shit. I ain't expect that shit. Like Future and Drake, Kendrick.
Drake didn't expect that shit either. That's where he's a little he got caught off guard, my nigga.
Yo, that's crazy.
Even though it literally says if Young Metro don't trust you, I'ma shoot you.
That's a fact. And now the crazy part is that, you know what I mean? Like, he dissed him. Well, you know, if you put it back, he did this Future on more M. So the fact that you wasn't ready, it's that Future went, he did it good. He got Kendrick, the most lyrical person, to say your, like, basically, without saying your name, said everything about your song.
He got Rick Ross on it too.
Rick Ross is on that? How?
He got shout outs to Megan Thee Stallion. It's like peppered with Drake disses, man. The whole album.
Oh, yeah?
He got Prodigy snippets from DVDs talking about whack rappers and shit. The whole shit is to Drake, man.
Nah, that's crazy. And they probably did that shit in one day, knowing fucking Future and Metro. They
Nah, they took that up. They got another R&B type album coming out. And this nigga got The Weeknd on it. Like all of this shit is just backslash to Drake, my nigga.
Well, nah, that's what I'm
Cause
saying.
this is how Drake moves. He'll go and do the collab with your enemy, and then so now niggas is doing it to him. That's all. Let's see what you know. I'm not saying Drake or Cole can't rap. I would never say that. I just gotta see what they say.
Ooh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. I can't wait. Yeah, we definitely gonna have to come back to this when at least another track drop. Well, do they got 4 days? What's the reply time? Like, what do we think is the reply time? Is it a week? Is it a month? Is it when his album drops? Like Future took his time with that, clearly. Like it was calculated. If Future, if you're saying what Future's about to do next and what he did with the peppered of Megan Thee Stallion and Ross and then just Metro and then Kendrick, like that shit was super calculated. Like that's different.
But this is where people can make the argument for Future. It's not more so the lyrics. It's just as an artist, like he did sacrifice so much for Drake that Drake didn't do in return. It's just facts. Future was on songs with Pusha T and Pharrell. He had the dead that relationship once he got closer to Drake. He didn't make songs with Kendrick for all of this because of Drake, my nigga. But Drake could go
Is
and
the
do songs with.
reason, man, I feel you, but in a way, is does the Wait for You song without Drake go to number one or whatever, wherever it went? Does it chart that high without Drake?
Yes. The
Why
way the way Drake
has
was
he
involved,
charted that high without Drake before?
Marco,
Ask off.
again, that song charted because of Tim's, my nigga. All someone had to do was rap on it. So either Future or Drake. The reason Drake was involved, period, is because he was the connect to Tim's at that point. Future didn't have no connect to Tim's. So he only put Drake on the song to get Tim's on the song. The
Number
nigga
five.
said the nigga named the album I Never Liked You. That was before this one called We Don't Trust You.
He said, "I never liked you." That's
So
crazy.
I'm trying to tell you, they been dissing each other.
Yo, I mean, but who do you? I think Drake has more of and I feel what you're saying, but I think Drake has more of let's say like
It was a dope move for Drake
no
to
pun intended. He has more of a future ahead of him.
it was a dope move for Drake to
Pause.
try to get 21, but
I think Drake has more of a future ahead of him, and we used to take the next 10 years of rap, and we talking about we in the year. We didn't. All right, see you.
Who y'all comparing right now? My fault, bro. I had to help wifey do something.
Yeah, you missed everything. No, we're just talking about the future Drake situation. Ray definitely gave us great information about the breakdown of how this shit kind of has unfolded into a big, like, yo, it's almost like a 3, 4-way, 5-way battle right now. Cause you got Cole and Drake that are buddy
The
buddy.
Mount Rushmore shit.
Yeah, that's a fact. This is the
Pac,
bounce.
Nas, Big J, Kendrick, Cole, Drake, Future.
Yeah. Yeah, because honestly, Future,
I put Future there.
yeah, I think Future, no lie, like we have to take like influence and consistency and you know what I mean, like hit songs over the last 10 years and like who would you put on the like who would you put above Future? The only person I could really think of maybe is Nicki Minaj.
What I was saying, Roy, is
Or
there
Kanye,
was old.
but Kanye, my bad. Because Kanye falls into like this middle category with 50.
Nah, Kanye's before them. He's their
Mhm.
OG.
But there's like no
Nah.
Mount Rushmore for that middle year for Kanye and 50's years.
Yeah, Kanye, 50,
What?
probably
So Ray,
Jeezy,
Jeezy
and
and Roll?
Wayne.
Or
let me ask you a question.
Wayne,
You heard
Biggie,
that
Wayne, that's a fact.
new Kendrick Lamar? Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
I know y'all was talking about it, right? But you heard that. Do you think that that's like good enough?
oh, that's funny. Yeah,
Well,
Roy
what
said
I
he
was
didn't like the
saying,
track.
Roy, is it was really a response. And a lot of people, I guess, thought he was setting it on them niggas, but they been subliminally going at each other like the last 2, 3 years.
But Kendrick Lamar been dropping shit.
No, J. Cole been barring up the last 2 years, saying little slick things. And then Drake and Future been having a little subliminal back and forth the last 2, 3 years.
So that's my thing with Kendrick. Like I
So
feel like
I do think it's
he
enough
got
because
outdone.
I do think it's enough because I was saying to Marco, it's enough that J. Cole has to respond.
Yeah, because he said,
I
I think,
mean, it might be. I don't think it's enough for like his fans. Like you can, you know what I'm saying? You like realistically, bro. Like what did Jay get famous for telling Nas about the one album every 10 years? Like you feel me? And I feel like Kendrick
oh, that's
Lamar
funny.
kind
I
of
said that ball I texted you that, Ray. Remember?
Roy, what I said, but remember, it simply started with Ask Nas. He don't want it with Ho. And so if Nas would have left that, remember it took 3 months for Ether to come out. We was all hyped, running around like, you know
Takeover.
what I mean? Then that fucking Ether came out, my nigga.
Yeah. But
So
fuck Jay-Z. That shit got crazy.
Kendrick said it's time for him to prove that he's a problem. He and Drake already had their little whatever. So he's talking to Cole in the majority of that verse.
Yeah, because if you think about it, so Cole over the
I
last
don't know. Drake responded in on IG though, so I don't know.
on what?
Drake responded on IG like,
IG. That don't count, my man. This is hip hop.
no, I'm not
Remember
saying he
Kendrick
really
kind
was.
of dissed them like 10 years ago. Drake responded.
No, but
Cole didn't
I say
respond.
that because Ray said that he wasn't coming at him, but if he wasn't coming at him, he wouldn't have responded in any form, whether you
Oh,
do it live.
nah,
I'm talking about Drake.
Yo, Kendrick, no. Kendrick was direct at Cole, bro, because he named the song First Person Shooter. So he said, yo, y'all better have like whatever, a better gun, right? Oh, y'all have switches. Y'all better have switches on your first person shooter gun to
That's Drake
handle
He
song,
the
said
right?
if he come with the stick, he ain't Andre 3K.
what how,
You heard Stick
oh,
by
oh,
J.
oh,
Cole?
oh no, I only heard Stick by Future. I never heard Stick by J. Cole.
I'm gonna be honest.
Then he said,
J-
he said other thing. He said, if
Nigga said I put up my location. I still got PTSD. You heard PTSD by J. Cole?
nah, oh, that's crazy. See? Nah, I didn't.
Yeah, but he probably was coming
And
at both.
see, he was mad direct, to be honest. Nah, he was because
He only dissed Drake when he said the last bars about Mike Jack and your dogs getting buried and all that. The
Facts, in Pet
first
Cemetery.
10 bars was to J. Cole, my nigga.
But, oh yeah, he said the biggest line, bro. He said,
The
fuck the
line that everybody caught is the one to Drake, though.
nah, the one that everybody quotes, the one that said, fuck the big three, there's only big me.
Yeah,
Like,
Oh,
so
I
he
yo,
saw
talking
more
about.
people. I saw more people talking about the Prince and Mike Jack line. So,
that was that, yo, I mean, shit, that was hard too. I mean,
so
shit.
yes, Roy, it was enough. You know what I mean? Like Jay said, only one verse could fuck up the game. Like,
Yeah, nah, he did, like, that's what I'm saying, like,
For me, it's not enough, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You can't do that, bro. Like you ain't got it like that for me personally. Like, nah,
I
nigga,
feel
you
you,
gotta be.
but would you agree that they can't just leave it like that? Jake, especially J. Cole, he can't just. This would be the second time. Like the
I
nigga
mean, he ain't
said,
say no. He was direct, but he was still indirect. So they don't
nah,
like.
that was not indirect, bro. That
so
wasn't
so Roy, I'm gonna
subliminal.
ask you again.
Subliminal is you don't know. You
When Jay
know.
said, ask Nas, he don't want it with Hov. If
Exactly. That's
Nas would have
direct.
left that, if
That's
Nas would have
direct. So
left
you see
that,
the
how would
difference?
his legacy have turned out?
Hold on, yo, Jay was saying mad indirect shit like, yo, you, left, left fucking, uh, left soda cans on your posters and
That's why
shit.
I'm going to when he specifically said, ask Nas, he don't want it with Hov. One bar. If Nas
Yeah,
would have
that,
left that, how would his legacy have turned out?
probably not that good.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. So J. Cole already left this 10 years ago.
That's a
Now
fact.
Kendrick has said it's time for him to prove that he's surprised him. He
But
can't
then they
just
do a
leave it,
song
bro.
together and all that. Like they kind of had this little. Niggas just did a tape together. TDE and and they cool with each other. Like they
Nah,
have.
Nah, they not, bro.
they
That's what
didn't
I'm
do that
saying.
tape.
Like,
They never did that tape. That tape never came out, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Like he dropped the control verse on Big Sean's album in 2013 or whatever, right? And from there, he said J. Cole's name. Like, you feel me? He said everybody's name. Like, yo, whoever won it, I'm giving it to you. No, he didn't respond. J. Cole didn't respond at all. So now, like, that album never drops. I don't think they have any tracks after 2013, to be totally honest. And now, 10 years later, after J. Cole gives you a shout out, he straight says, nah, fuck your shout out. It's only me, motherfucker. He said, fuck the big three, it's only big me. Like, yo, what are you talking about? Fuck your big three. That was J. Cole's line. So that's as direct as it gets, bro. Like, you don't have to say J. Cole. There's nothing that rhyme with Cole. He didn't have to say J. Cole's name.
and the big homies,
That's crazy. There's a
the
lot of
big
shit around.
homies protected Kendrick the most.
You said all right, but it might be direct, yeah, but I still feel like let me put it like this. I don't like Drake. I don't like Drake at all. Back to Back is better than all them shit y'all talking about. Back to Back is a song that you can hear in the club and get hyped.
But that's
And
a
that was a diss
actual
song.
diss track. Like, to me,
And it's a
what,
diss track.
what Kendrick did was drop that. See, did you hear the Charged Up? Did you hear Charged Up by Drake?
Yeah.
That shit was not it. That was the warning shot. This is what Kendrick did. Kendrick not gonna he not gonna make ether for Future. He gonna make ether for his album or his own best benefit to diss Drake. He not gonna give, like, he gave him a warning shot, like a warning bar. Like, just like, first off, he dissed him in BT as well. He was like, tuck a sensitive rapper back in his pajama, like whatever, back in his clothes, like pajama pants. Like, he said some shit. And he was direct at Drake.
Bro,
Remember, because he
you
said
could say
something about Take Care. He was naming Drake's albums in that BET diss. So
let
it
me
was
tell you one
like,
thing. Let me tell you one thing. Drake, I don't like him. I just said, but he's outside, bro. Like you got to be outside, bro. Period. Like that goes with anything. You got to be outside. Basketball, you can't.
Yo,
okay, what about,
Anything.
okay, hold on. Did he lose the Pusher?
Bro, I'm not talking about. I'm just saying, like you can't.
Nah, did he lose the
Take these,
Pusha?
you
Pusha
can't take
dropped,
these years off, bro, and then come back like you not solidified. Like
but yo,
in my
Pusha,
view,
Pusha took 10 years off. Did he lose the Pusha?
who Drake?
Yeah,
Nah, Pusha B Drake.
bad. Like it bad, so it don't matter, is what I'm saying. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like
All right, hold on,
Kendrick is way more active than
hold
Pusha.
on, it's Pusha outside though.
His songs wasn't better. Like
He's not
Yes.
outside. We not talk about it though. You feel me?
Yes,
He
he
not
is.
really outside.
I
Yes,
mean,
he is.
Alright.
How are you defining that?
yeah, what do you mean? He just did a whole fashion show where he dissed Jim Jones.
Uh,
Jim Jones had to respond.
How are you defining outside?
Man, you know, doing recording albums every year, like Kendrick be taking years off, bro.
Well,
Like back
listen,
in our
listen,
era, like Jay-Z and them used to drop
listen,
every
Roy,
year.
real quick. I was talking about the nature of what they're even dissing each other about. And that right there is another thing that's blemish on some of these niggas' records. These niggas is our age, 40 years old, still acting like they're 21, dressing like they're 23 years old. So I don't know if you think that's still cool to do. I don't. I don't know how outside you think Pusha T is supposed to be compared to Drake, but Drake, compared to Kendrick and J. Cole, doesn't have a wife. He
I'm just
got in
saying
trouble with the
outside, man.
baby mother.
I'm
He
saying
got in
drop
trouble
out.
with the baby mother because of his behavior. We not talking about his rap skills. We talking about what they're gonna say to each other to
No,
get the upper hand on each other.
I'm talking about dropping an album every year. Every artist should at least
Hey,
be able to do that.
hold
All
on,
right, my
Period.
nigga.
hold on.
That's your opinion and that's fair. But
Nah, but
we just talking about
let me,
everybody at this point.
yeah, but let me
The
say
people
this.
said that the holy three of the last generation was Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole.
Facts. But what I was gonna say is, do you consider Nas in your top 5, Roy? You do, right? Or top 10 at least, but top 5.
He up there. I get what you're saying.
So
He
so
wasn't really outside.
exactly, I'm saying, like, and his consistency wasn't up there, but at the same time, and didn't Jay-Z take 3 years off before he dropped
Roy, if
Black
Nas is
Album?
not in your list, then you should say no, my nigga.
Nah. I want him to make his point. So you feel me? But
But
I'm
what
not
Okay.
I'm
going to act
saying,
like Nas is not up there either.
you
At the
consider
same
Nas
time,
a GOAT of his era, right? Like his era, he's top 5 in my opinion.
but
And I
bro, he
think
dropped like. So you think Nas is better than Kendrick Lamar? Is what you basically? That's what you're telling me.
I think
Basically,
Nas for me is
oh,
better
the
than
other way
Kendrick.
around.
For me,
You
Nas
think
is
Nas is
better than
better?
Kendrick Lamar. But what I'm saying is Nas was able
Hold
to
on.
take years off. It didn't take away from his greatness because they
Now,
create.
why do you think he's better?
Why do I think who's better?
Nas,
I think Nas is better because he made
Ether.
because I think his albums, the classic albums like Illmatic, Stillmatic, Godson, and It Was Written is better than Kendrick's 4 albums. Like they're more to me relatable. They're more like I could still listen to them to this day. I feel like To Pimp a Butterfly got to be in a real certain mood. Like I don't have to be in that mood to listen to
So
it.
Kendrick Lamar only got 4 albums.
Kendrick Lamar got 5 albums. To me, he got 3 classics.
And how many Drake got?
Drake got like 9, like maybe over 10 albums, but
If
probably
I was Drake, I wouldn't even respond then. Like that's how that's gonna go.
nah. But bro,
You didn't say my name,
Drake
I'm
got
not gonna
caught for
respond.
ghostwriting. Drake got caught for ghostwriting, so that means a lot. You can't even consider a lot of those albums his because he's getting help, like a lot of help. You know what I mean? Like written help, written song help. Like not, I gotta come with this whole creative idea myself. Like,
So
and I'm
all right, so
Kendrick don't get help.
I feel like
I don't think it's that
like
same.
y'all right. I feel like it was more for J. Cole because he can't be talking to Drake. Like you feel me?
But he came at Drake.
Roy, him and
For
Drake
all the
already
dogs
had it
getting
out, my
buried.
nigga. Him and Drake already had it out. I'll send you the whole history. It was subliminal. It just wasn't as direct.
Bro, he said for all the dogs getting buried. Like that was Drake's last album, For All the Dogs. For all the dogs getting buried. For me, you need K9s or whatever. See Pet Cemetery. Like, that's direct, bro. That it don't get like to me, like you don't have to say someone's name if you naming their actual album and then dissing them with it. Like it's direct as
But
like
hold on.
that's
All
like
right. So
99%
Roy,
let me ask
direct.
you a
Roy,
question.
Roy.
Hold on. Let me just ask y'all two. Like, y'all can tell me your honest opinion. You
Yeah.
think that was a good diss song? Like that verse was fire? Yes or no? Simple question.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Y'all both say yes?
Yes. Because
Yo, that's crazy.
no, I think
Now,
you know what it
Roy,
is. You
Roy,
miss
you don't like Drake, right?
nah, hold on, go ahead.
I really don't like Drake like that. And I'm
Okay.
arguing for him. That's the crazy part.
So all I want you to understand is these niggas don't like Drake. That's why they're having this rap issue.
These niggas meaning who? Future, Kendrick Lamar, Future?
Yes. And it's similar to what you're saying. You could acknowledge he's cool with rap. It's other shit like about his personality, shit with bitches, shit with da 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 that is causing all of these problems. Shit behind the scenes. Where niggas don't fuck with Drake, like as a person.
And I'm also gonna say that what you're missing out on, Roy, why you don't think that's a good diss, it's kind of like if you don't watch the WWE and you don't know why fucking Stone Cold and Triple H got beef, and then why this meetup at WrestleMania is so epic, right? What you're missing is this whole buildup of these disses and the fact that Kendrick Lamar doesn't have to make this lyrical great back-to-back song for him to be so impactful with the words that he's saying because it's a buildup. So like the buildup is like he's just adding to the momentum, to the snowball effect. And that's why it hits so hard. That's why people that are probably hip hop like enthusiasts, like where they're like, you know, they're listening to for the last 10 years, they've been listening to it. This is like better than that. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, he just did the Stone Cold Stunner at WrestleMania. Like that's basically what he's doing right now. Like he's doing a big move that from a buildup of beef.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That, like just to give it like a kind of a thing. That's why you're not liking it, Roy. You're looking at it for just the straight bare-face value. Like how
Like
did
he came back after 3 years.
yeah, you're looking
Right.
at it like a bear,
Yeah,
like how
and
does
I
this
want to
just
hear something heavy, boy. I want to hear
Nah,
something heavy. Like,
he's trying to set them niggas up, or at
he's
least
set,
one of
that's
them
what I'm
niggas up.
saying, Roy. He's setting it's
So
like
it's
a
gonna
build-up.
continue from here.
Yeah, it's
Or
a
it should.
build-up.
It should.
It's part of the story, bro. It's like part 3, and then you're waiting for part 4, bro. Like you feel me? So it's like if you saw part 1 and part 2, you would love part 3, is what I'm trying to say. Even though it
yeah,
might
bro,
bear
I feel
face
like
value, you don't get it.
J. Cole, like both of them could do some. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, what if J. Cole and Drake do a song now? Cause you went and got help with Future,
They
so
did.
now I can.
It's over. That's why I said Kendrick took the upper hand because it's like they can't go now and revert and do something again. They did 2 songs together. So it's like they can't revert and do something again. And then J. Cole on those songs have been kind of just saying how he's the best rapper now. He's the most lyrical now. So Kevin,
Yeah, he outside, bro. Like respectfully, like what
oh,
I come outside.
he the best
That's
rapper
what I
the
this
last
what I
2
mean by
years.
being outside.
Yo, by far, he's had the best verses of the last 2 years, I think, of in all of rappers in hip hop. Like
J.
he,
Cole,
Yeah,
right?
but then Drake and Kendrick already did that. So that's why it has to be resolved. It just has to be resolved. It's J. Cole's fault. It took this long. That's all. Because Kendrick did this 10
I
years
feel like
ago.
J. Cole, like he didn't want to really get managed. He wanted to be independent. You feel me? But when he got the chance, like you know what I'm saying, that's when he probably took off. But Kendrick Lamar just he be quiet and then he drop some heavy shit, then he go back. Like I don't like that, man. Stay outside, bro. Don't throw shots and then disappear. That's my thing.
He doesn't disappear, man. This is myths.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I
You
don't.
could now if you're gonna say his album was whack, I can't debate you about that. But to say he doesn't put out albums, that's really a myth.
Yeah, he has about 6.
Let's do the math. How long
He
he
got
been out?
about 8 albums.
He got 8 albums.
Yeah,
I would say, all right, commercially, he got about 6 albums. In
I'm talking about when we talking about classics and all that.
classics, how many you think Kendrick?
Cause for Drake, people gonna count So Far Gone, which is not technically an album. So we
Yeah,
gotta do the
nah, I
same for
don't count.
Kendrick and J. Cole.
I feel you. See, I wasn't counting So Far Gone. I'm thinking commercial, like, see, So Far
Oh,
Gone.
okay.
See, to me, Section 80, I guess, and So Far Gone could be equal because I think Section 80 is a classic.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So like that could equal out. I think Drake and Kendrick have an equal amount of classics. But I feel like it's like the Jordan case, bro. It's like the Jordan LeBron case where it's like Jordan did 6 for 6. Like I feel like that's what Kendrick did. Kendrick is like he's accurate when he puts out an album. Drake, it took Drake 10 albums. It took Drake to drop a dud for the first one. Then he had to come back and drop a classic with Take Care, Needed Weekend. Had to come back with the Nothing Was the Same classic. Then like he dropped a couple more duds, and then he dropped the shit with Future. The not the that year he dropped not
But
the
his dubs is going platinum, boy.
huh?
His dubs is going platinum. Or
Yeah, everything he do joke like, but that's Drake, bro. That's like he's the biggest star in the world, like minus like Michael Jackson type shit.
And I wouldn't say they was duds. Those was the albums where he
Yeah.
was going back at Kendrick Lamar, my nigga.
Well, yeah, they wasn't duds. They just wasn't they wasn't classic. Say that.
I already said this, Roy. I said Drake is a master serial disser.
so
Nigga,
what you so
Drake was going that
y'all think
hole, my
Views is a
nigga.
classic?
Huh?
Is Views a classic?
Yes. Hell yeah. Yo, I mean, like, and that's what I'm saying.
Nah, it's not a classic.
No,
To me.
nah, Views is a classic, bro.
Top 5.
It's too much
Commercial.
controller and all that shit on that.
Yeah, Control is a classic though. One Dance is a classic.
Oh, are we talking this? I have this about y'all before. Are we talking rap or are we talking music now? Because
Music,
I'm talking rap.
rap, nah, rap. I mean,
We
but
talking Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. And we gonna
Talking
say
Ray, we
Controller and
gotta
One
talk
Dance.
songs though,
So
bro.
what albums do
nah,
Kendrick and J. Cole have that can compare with Controller and One Dance, my nigga? This is what I'm saying. We talking rap or we talking music now?
nah,
That's not fair.
they're one and the same. You always
But
try to
Drake got
separate that.
the talent to do both, bro.
Yeah, you always
He
try
could
to
literally
separate
do
that,
both.
But
right?
we're talking battle rap today, I thought.
No, I know, no. But I feel you. We kind of went off
That's what I'm
topic.
saying. Like,
Nah. I feel you. We went off topic when he said Views a classic. I say just as a musical album, yeah, Views is.
okay, so then, okay, yes, it's a
You feel
classic.
me? Like, but if
Yes,
we
it's a
just talk,
classic.
because I don't think Drake drops pure rap albums like that. You get what I'm
My
saying? Like,
nigga, if
He
you're
not that
reading
type. He
this,
not,
it's too late is a classic rap album, my nigga, by
yes,
Drake.
that's a classic rap album.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know he have both styles, but we're like, I thought we was just talking about rap. That's all.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it took Drake more albums to get the classics, while like just Kendrick has been more accurate with
For
his.
sure.
You get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. That shouldn't take away from him, Roy, because he's dropping artistic shit himself that he's thinking about, and it's a classic. Like for at least 4 albums in a row, he dropped a classic, bro. And they were all different from each other. Not one album was the same from the back from the one before it.
talking about Drake.
No, Kendrick. Like
Okay.
Section 80, classic. Good Kid, Mad City, classic. And they're all mad different, bro. They not like just your regular. They like Kanye. Like they gonna do something different on the album that makes it a classic. That's not just your everyday hip hop album. Like Drake had to drop immaculate bars for his albums to be classic. he wasn't doing super artistic shit. Well, he was, but he was taking sounds in from other cultures, which is artistic if you could pull it off.
You could be as good as you want, bro. With me, it's about consistency. Like, this is why we argue.
But
Like, when
but
we
Kendrick
arguing
is
about everything,
consistent.
Yo,
it's
Kendrick,
about
Kendrick, I just told you, Kendrick dropped 4 classics in a row. How are you not consistent?
Roy,
but how many years did that take? Jay-Z did that in 4 years. So what are we
yo,
talking about?
Roy.
Yeah.
Would Hove had this Biggie if Biggie stayed alive?
You said if Hove had this Biggie,
Would have.
Would he have?
would he have this Biggie?
Yes.
Nah, I don't think immediately, no. Because they was
I'm
about
not
to do an
saying
album.
immediately. I said if Biggie stayed alive.
That's hard to they were
That's hard to say,
they
Ray.
were about to do
No,
an
it's
album.
not. No, it's not. They had songs together. All right, let me ask you like this. Did Jay-Z want to be Biggie's son? Or did
No.
Jay-Z not want to be the king of New York?
Yeah, Jay-Z wanted the top spot, and he was battling.
And
I mean,
who
everybody
and
did.
who came out last? Who was the third pick that made the earth sick? Like MJ.
Jay-Z.
Okay, so that's all it is with Kendrick, man. Niggas just want to be the best, man. Niggas don't want to be niggas' sons. As simple as
Nah, I
that.
respect. Hey, I love it. I love it. But with me, yeah, he could have dropped something nice, and I would have that shit. Imagine I'm like, yo, that shit was fire, bro. Shook up the whole culture for a couple months, and then we don't hear from him. So then it's like, all right, now you forcing me to listen to Drake all day.
So
You like, you know what I'm
you
saying?
consider Kanye a top artist, top 5 or top 10 of his era.
But see, like, what Kanye do different from all these niggas is he stay relevant. Whether he fucking going crazy, he's gonna be talked about. Whether he's going for president, whether he's making music, it's not fair, but he's gonna stay relevant. So I don't put him in the
So
same
you're
class.
saying if a rapper wants clout and chases clout all day for media
I didn't.
attention, that makes him more consistent than the rapper that comes out every 2 years to 3 years and drops a classic album.
Is it classic though? Is it always classic?
I
So
think it's
He
unfair
dropped
to
3
compare.
classics in a row, bro. He won a Pulitzer Prize for his second album. His first album was a fucking hands down classic, and his third album had every fucking that shit sold 1 million in 2 seconds, bro.
how many years that took though? Those first 3 albums.
Those first 3 was from what 2012 to 2018.
15.
18 from Good Kid, Mad City to Damn is 2012 to I think 2018 or 17.
And then
Nah,
17,
it's
2017. It's 5 years. It's 5 years because remember my cousin was shooting the videos.
but remember, To Pimp a
that's not
Butterfly
bad.
came out
That's
before
not bad.
then.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So that's what I'm saying. He had 3 albums, 3
Oh,
classics.
all right. You're going from Good Kid, not Section 80.
No, yeah, not yet. Because if we go, he dropped
When
2011,
was Section 8?
2012. Section 80 came out in 2011. Then he dropped a year later a classic. He dropped 2 class. Then he dropped 2 years later another classic. Pulitzer Prize, bro. And then, what 3 years after that he dropped another.
They only gave him the Pulitzer because they didn't give it to Hov though.
They don't matter.
But, nah, I'm just saying,
The album
and
makes
don't think that nigga is not coming up in this debate, in this dispute, because he is.
Who?
Hov.
Who?
as far as what?
In this big 3 dispute that they're gonna have.
What do you mean by that?
They all have relationships with Hov, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's saying don't think that Hovind name is not gonna come up. And
But
this and they
J.
beat.
Cole shit. J. Cole got probably got the strongest relationship, to be honest.
Nah, he
Because
doesn't.
not Kendrick Lamar too. And
Nah,
Drake is like,
that's his artist, bro.
Okay.
Like, ain't nobody like. Hold on, let's see if J.
That's
Cole.
why I kept saying the big homies is not in the way this time. That's why I kept saying that.
Oh yeah, J. Cole said he bought back his masters. So He don't. So Jay-Z don't even
Yeah,
own. But
he not
regardless,
Roc Nation.
he not rich. Regardless, though, it don't matter. That was his artist, bro. I think he'll have J. Cole back before Drake.
Let me ask y'all some other shit
Yeah,
that's
Kendrick is
like
involved.
y'all rather this type of beef or y'all rather the Beanie Siegel, the Lock shit, like as far as like diss songs and going back and forth,
Nah,
like
that's
which one?
we want that. That's what we want. That's what we trying to get from this. Like we trying to get that direct Beanie Siegel versus Jada. We
You
trying
can't,
to
you
get that.
can't, you can't bring up Beanie Siegel though, Roy, because that
Why not?
contradicts your argument.
Nah, I'm not. I was just saying which one would I rather? But
Oh,
what
which
was my
we
argument?
prefer?
Yeah. What? Okay. Yeah. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, because just in the history, man, like this is where someone like Beans is still underrated. Like that nigga came out, right? And went at Mobb Deep, the Locks, and Nas, my nigga. Niggas that was already on for years, legends at that point, and held his own with he wasn't trying to be the son to he was on the front lines for Hove against them niggas, my nigga,
But
and held his
what I'm
own.
asking, like Ray, do you think these rap battle beefs, like now with the little Drake and the little, oh, I'm on the world, like all that sucker shit, like they do now? My fault. I don't mean to say sucker shit, but you think that shit, like like rap battles, do you like better in the industry now or before when we was in high school and shit?
It's no different to me. I'm always gonna look at what are they saying to each other. And usually it's the same type of problems that they're having with each other.
Fact.
So you think that I mean not DMX, you think Beanie Siegel or niggas telling Beanie Siegel or niggas telling 50 Cent, yo, like all that snitching shit, like you think that's the same, bro? I don't think that's the same, bro. I feel like the way they was beefing
I
back in
said
the day,
earlier 50 and Pac was different because actual violence occurred. But if you saying Sigu and just some rap shit,
yeah,
again,
Siegel and
bro,
Kiss, nigga, they was
again,
telling
bro.
they gonna be their brains on the street and all that, bro. Like you, like nigga, you forgot, like
No,
you.
no. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. I'm going to the nature of what their problem is, or basically what is the problem. The problem is a new nigga comes and doesn't want to be nigga's son. As simple as that. Siegel was not trying to be under the locks in the street raps. He was not trying to be under Mobb Deep in the street raps. Then we didn't even know at the time he had Freeway in his own squad. He was ready for whatever, like.
So
It
you
was just
saying
that Siegel
it's
was
the
the
same
one that was
concept?
younger, or Siegel was the one that we didn't know at the time. So it was amazing to us that he was even holding his own with Jadakiss.
Nah, so I feel you saying is the same. But I mean, so what? How you feel, Mark? You feel like which one you like better? Like you like the way they battle now? I feel like it's more creative with the
Nah, I mean,
wordplay, or
nah,
you
I
like
feel.
the old school, go in the studio, go on the radio, and let me lay down this 16 or whatever.
I mean,
How
right?
you?
Honestly, it's again. I think because of the relationships and the commercial marketing and the fucking branding, I think they are a lot more careful than they were. So of course, it's not going to be as to me. It ain't going to be that back and forth for the as passionate as it was in the '90s. We never
I
going to get
like I like shit like 4-3-2-1. Niggas is dissing each other on the same song, or Brooklyn's Finest.
that.
Nigga, we could get it on the same song. Meth versus Chef, whatever. Like,
That's how it should be. Yeah,
it's all different type of ways you could battle. Like, I'm just saying, if anything's different, Roy, niggas be having smoke with each other and let the shit linger for 10 years nowadays. The niggas we grew up with, they got to it. Pac sent shots at Nas and Big and Jay-Z. Nas sent shots at Big and Jay-Z and Pac. Them niggas, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and yo, that's another thing, bro. My boy just so basically, I feel like back in the days, like it was real beef. Like and that's what makes the music to
It
me
wasn't
is
real
has
beef
distinct.
until them niggas shot Pac, man.
Nah, it was, bro. It was though, bro. Because if niggas would have seen each other, like you never know, like with 50 and the locks, like you never know, bro.
Oh,
It could have got
all right, yeah, that era, yeah, that was beef. Game and all them niggas, yeah, hell
yeah,
yeah.
like that shit was real beef. Like, and I'm not saying all of it, but a lot of that shit was real beef to the point where some niggas, like a nigga like Ja Rule, they
Yeah.
might have gave a pass, like, oh, he just do music. Like I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm a clown him. Like, but I feel like nowadays it's just like competition. So that's why I'm asking y'all, which do y'all prefer? Like, y'all prefer the friendly comp or the like, nigga, it is, it could be up for real, like
Nah, I
the
mean, I
raw.
feel like, yo, like, do you consider Back to Back one of the best diss tracks in hip hop?
Yes, it is, bro. I can't lie, bro,
That's what I
because
mean.
like
So
that.
Which one do you consider real beef though? Because it was only
Real.
two that was real beef. So what are you referring to?
I mean, like, all right, Jay-Z and Nas wasn't real beef, right? But
No.
them niggas still, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't all love either, bro. Like, but we gonna skip over that. But
But it's not love right now between Future and Drake.
Pac, 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 you already know what Pac. Like, I'm not gonna name Pac, but he got like 3 or 4 people he was really beefing with from the East Coast. You feel me? Fat like 50 was in the streets, bro. Like
Yeah, 50 and Ja.
all these niggas was, and that's another thing. All like Jay-Z, maybe not been, he was in the streets.
You had Big and
So
Pac, and you had 50 and Ja. What else was some
And you
shit?
had Guwap and Jeezy.
And Guwap and
and
Jeezy.
Real
then
street beef.
Young Jeezy and
That's what he
what's
said.
the other nigga?
Gucci Man.
Yeah,
Oh,
Gucci
yeah.
Man.
So that's 3. So we had 3.
Somebody done.
So you have
Gucci Man.
the real violent beef was Jeezy and Gucci, 50 and Ja, and Big and Pac. Everything
I
else
feel like
was
Jada and
kind of
Kiss and them
mutual.
niggas was talking crazy to each other too, though.
Like Beanie and Jada didn't end up in no violence.
No, but I'm just saying, let Styles P would have seen them niggas. Are you crazy? The fuck?
No,
But I
bro.
also feel like
Never forget.
but
Never
let
forget.
yeah, go ahead.
Realistically, you just a worker and your boss is my man. The Locks was cool with Jay, my nigga.
That's a
It
fact.
was just rap, my nigga.
That's a fact. Word.
Niggas again don't want to be the son, so that creates the problem. You have to rap to
Hold
figure
on.
out
So
who's better.
what
Simple
about
as
50
that.
in the locks? What about 50 in the locks? Do you think that was just rap?
Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yo, cause 50 pieced it up with Fat Joe, and he even said
But
that.
they had to do shit like that because of what the shit they was saying.
Yeah,
Like if
but
it was just rap, then they wouldn't have to do that.
nah,
Nah, Roy, what you saying is real, but we talking about rap. These were situations where these niggas didn't even rap. It just got into the beef at that.
Like,
If you
bro,
talking about 50 and Joe and shit like that, like
nah, they did rap. I mean, they didn't rap, and honestly, they were just. I get what you're saying.
I'm
But it was just like that Fat
I'm
Joe
saying the beef overtook the rap in that situation.
and you 50 Cent even said later on it was just something that he had to do because they were teaming up with Ja Rule. So
yeah.
50
Right.
Cent was using it
I
as a
feel
tactic versus
like back
actual beat.
like back in the day, right? I feel like the rappers had to actually kind of live what they were kind of talking about.
No, but they still doing that today. That's why all these rappers getting
So
killed.
that's what I'm saying. Who are you referring to? Or what situation?
I mean, we just name what we could go through all the little battles and we could say like we could decipher what, but some of them was
Every
just
day
rap, like LL Cool J and Cannabis. That was a rap battle.
was rap.
Yeah, some of them are just rap, and it
Like
was different. That's what I feel like. Even that was different from like
Jay and Mace, that was rap. Jay and Nas, that was rap. Fucking Cameron and Mace, that was rap. Who else went at each other? Eminem and whoever he was battling, that was fucking rap. Ja Rule and Eminem, that was rap. Like you feel me? Because Eminem ain't got nothing. He was just defending 50. Um, Who else was battling? Jay-Z and Nas. That was rap. Who else was battling?
You keep saying that 5 times already.
Yeah, say
And
the
Roy. I was telling Mark
But who was
that
battling? Like that's what I'm saying. It wasn't crazy
I'm
battles.
talking
That was
about. I'm
actual
talking
battle.
about.
Meek
Y'all
Mill and
talking
yo,
Drake.
about all that. I'm
Roy.
talking, yo, niggas act like they don't remember Jada Kids versus Beanie Siegel. Us listen to that shit. Going to the Bronx about it
But
mixtapes. Like they just go
That was
crazy,
rap.
Roy.
bro.
If you think about it though, Roy, the violence or the actual beef occurred because niggas didn't rap. And that's why I advocate for niggas to rap. Rap beef before it gets into the street. Big didn't rap to Pac directly, did he?
Nah.
Ja,
Big, nah, they never
Ja
rap, but
took a while to start coming back at 50 with whatever, clap back, right?
Mm.
And Jeezy wasn't rapping against Gucci for a while. He was just straight up street shit.
yeah, it's a
So
different.
that's why I want niggas. I don't think J. Cole should have let it take this long for this shit to even get to this point. I ain't
But you
saying
think
J. Cole ain't ready. I ain't saying J. Cole can't hold his own. I'm simply saying it's his fault that it even got to this point because Kendrick Ben did this shit.
Facts. Yeah, let's make our
But
final
yeah,
thoughts. I think J. Cole is in pole position to win this whole battle. He's able to come out on top. He has the most to gain. I feel like Drake should drop a takeover
I ain't
type of
have no.
track, dissing everybody. I think that would be the most beneficial song for him. And
I'm
Kendrick
sorry.
pretty much is just got to do what Kendrick got to do. Kendrick just got to wait. He just got to wait because it's like he kind of put it out there already. So Kendrick could just got to wait for the rebuttal. He's got to wait for Drake and J. Cole to put something out, and then he could rebuttal with a crazy track.
He's
But
not even in control. He's not even in
but,
control.
but he is in control because
he is. That's exactly what Pusha T did to Drake, man.
if you
So
think about it,
what if they don't respond? Then what?
then he wins.
I asked you.
Then he
What if
wins.
Nas never had responded to Jay? I asked you.
Yeah. Then he wins. And then we all kind of really put Kendrick on that pedestal of yo, this era's best, rapper was Kendrick. Even though Drake
The
was the
name
Michael
of the
Jackson.
song is like that. You niggas ain't like that.
Yeah.
So how
Like
dare
what?
you not respond?
Prince outlived Mike Jack. So
And
he's
what if
saying,
that nigga, do you remember why Back to Back came out?
That
because
Because
was
Drake was offended. He thought Meek was ready for him. But the shit Meek did. So he put out the charged up shit. We all said it was nigga Drake himself thought Meek was gonna come back in like 2 days. So he went
nah,
back and cooked up
Meek what
again.
yo what did Meek drop though? That
War Cry.
the
Shit was
Undertaker
called
track
war
War
pain,
Cry.
and the
war pain or something.
and
Yeah. So now what if Kendrick doubles back if these
That's,
niggas don't respond in the well enough time?
mm,
if he double the block, then yeah, he could do that. He might have to do that.
nah, he don't have
I'm just saying, I'm not putting down Cole or Drake, but like we all saying, we gotta just see at this point. Fuck it.
what's your
So
final
let
thought,
me
bro?
ask y'all, right? Fuck it. We could end it like this. Out of all three of them niggas, we gonna leave Kanye out. 1, 2, 3. How would y'all rank if we talk about overall
That's a good one.
Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole? How would y'all rank them? 1, 2, 3.
I will
I'm
put
going Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole.
uh, uh, right now, I might have to go. Damn, I might have to do that too, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It might be have to. I even though Drake, I could. It's hard. I'll go Drake, Kendrick, Cole, just because Drake is the Michael Jackson right now, and I think Kendrick last album wasn't as spectacular as it could have been. So I go
I
Drake.
got Drake. I got Drake because he more consistent as far as even singles. Like you feel me? Like every year, niggas, he's dropping a song that we gonna You know what I mean, here in the club. Or wherever whatever. And number 2, boy, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna have to go J. Cole. I feel like he's better than Kendrick, in my opinion. His song, I relate more to his songs. And Kendrick, he just gotta, do a little more, like come outside a little more. Let me hear your songs more. You feel me? I'm getting old, nigga. Like niggas gotta tell me, yo, you heard that new what you call it? Like, you feel me? Let me a couple more of those. You heard that new Kendrick? Like right now, this was one of them. Couple more times like this, and yeah, we work something out. But for now, that's my 3.
That makes
But
sense.
we talk about just lyrics. Drake is definitely not number 1.
If we just talking about lyrics, I might have to put J. Cole at number 1.
So lyrically, J. Cole number 1.
What do you think, Ray? If we just talking lyrical,
I think you guys are having convenient amnesia because of the last 2 years. And I think
playing
that was
Kendrick.
J. Cole's job.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I think I'm gonna give Kendrick.
but J. Cole's always been consistent with his lyricals. I think he just kind of stepped it up in a way where we didn't think he could step it up from.
No, Marco. The critique was that he doesn't do street music. So then he started doing songs with 21, Dirt, and street niggas, Benny the Butcher, embodying them on their own tracks, even though we already knew he should because he was J. Cole. I'm not impressed. I think y'all niggas are right that he barred up over the last 2 years, but again, look who else was on the song. If we talk about when we was growing up, again, niggas was on the songs with each other, whether it was Cam, Fab, Jadakiss, fuck the pun, like what? You had to see niggas on the song, more or less, niggas sending songs back to each other and shit. These niggas get on songs with niggas that aren't as lyrically as good at them, knowing that they have problems with each other, and let this shit last for 10 years. They played this fucking chess game with each other. I'm offended that it lasted this long. I've been telling niggas
what I think,
K
bro.
Dot don't want to do the album with J. Cole. I've been saying all of this shit.
I think that because I don't want to sound like I'm hating on Kendrick Lamar. I think he has the best flow out of all of them. I like the way he could go with his pockets, with his rap fast, but I think that he got the best flow. Drake got the star power, and J. Cole might have that lyrical wordplay.
My whole thing is, what are they gonna say to each other? That's all. What is your argument? Then I go to your rap skills and all of that.
Nah, that's a fact.
What are you even saying to this nigga? Like,
right. We don't got no power. But what can they say to Drake though? That's my thing. What can they really say
They
to
say
Drake?
mad shit. You got your porn star, baby mama. You ain't got no girls. You lost your.
I told you, you don't like Drake yourself. Niggas just don't like him. Like, they going at his personality.
You lost, personality. You lost Rihanna to ASAP.
You're a dick rider, basically. You came to my city to get songs with niggas.
Yeah.
You needed me to do the album. You had to jump on my very first hit song, stay relevant. Like, what we saying? Like,
there's mad
you
shit.
needed me. I never needed you.
There's mad shit that there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit.
So hold on. So hold on. Let me ask y'all a question because I be confused with niggas that be telling me that Drake can compete with Jay-Z in the verses, but he's not solidified as what y'all saying.
I never.
Like he don't got a million more songs than both of them niggas put together.
I don't think he could compete with.
Who are you talking about?
Versus both of them. I'm talking about Drake can do a versus both of them niggas.
He could do it. I don't think he'll win.
Both what niggas?
I don't love to all y'all niggas. Or J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, Roy, I just mentioned Future, my nigga.
Oh, yo, man, let me ask you a question, y'all, because I had because I was talking to my people earlier, and I'm like, yo, now if somebody do a diss song, right, and the fucking it's a nigga on the hook. Let's say like Jay-Z would have dissed Nas and R. Kelly was on the hook. do that mean that R. Kelly was like part of that diss? So I was asking, like, did Future have something to do with
Hell yeah.
The whole album is toward Drake, my nigga.
Yeah, bro. He kind of missing that whole point.
what? My fault. What happened? Somebody was calling me.
Nah, I say you're kind of missing the whole point that Future is directly
The
dissing Drake.
entire album is toward Drake.
Okay, nah, I didn't know, bro. My fault. That's why I was asking. I thought he was
It's
just on the
called We
hook.
Don't Trust You. Cause if Young Metro don't trust you, I'ma shoot you. And it started with Drake and Metro, the producer.
Oh yeah, that is his slogan. Okay.
Yo,
So hold, but so,
The first hit song was
bro,
a
you
hit
gotta
because
brush up, bro. You gotta brush up on your
no, I thought Drake and Future was like had a good relationship. That's why.
This is the
This
whole
is what
point.
we talking about, my nigga.
Oh,
They
like
been subliminally going at it, my nigga.
yeah, bro.
Okay.
But look, we're gonna wait for a response, and then we're gonna come back with that part 2. You know what I mean, and dive into that. But I think you know what I mean. Today we got a lot. I got a lot to edit. And
Facts.
now we lit though. We got 2. We got great answers. And I'm gonna try to set this shit up again for next Sunday. So you know what I mean. I thank y'all. You know what I mean. Let's get it. Another pod. We got some. You good though, Ray? Everybody good? Everybody got what they got to say out?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, nah. Yeah,
All right,
I ain't really in tune, like, but that's why niggas like me count too, because you feel me? You gotta be
that's a
more than
fact.
perfect.
That's a fact. That's a fact.